Yep.
Welcome everybody to the Esober Elitists. We all good sober? Everything looking good?
Everything good. Everything good. Twitch is still up.
Twitch is up, everything's good. Sorry about last week, guys. We got cut off like 5-6 minutes early, and we didn't even know that was a thing. We had no idea that was happening. So, our mistake on that. Who knows what you missed? I don't think we can even remember. But at any rate, we're doing that poker thing again. There's a few of us at the table already. Sober is here. D-Mart's at the table already playing. So if anyone wants to jump in, there's 3 open spots for the show. I'm about to dominate with my 10-7 offsuit, and now they know what I have if they're listening. So that's what you're dealing with. At any rate, welcome to the show. We had a great week last week, sober, with the debut of the website and all that. Um, what do you what do you think overall? What do you want to see on that website that we don't have right now?
Well, I'll just say this: going from what I experienced today at work, I would just like to be able to stay connected to the goddamn site. I got kicked off, and
Yeah.
this is unusable, whatever, blah blah blah. Kicked me, like logged me out once, and it's no offense to the site. It's all about the servers, like Pixel was talking about. So having that hosted will be good.
Yeah, and I'm in the website chat back there. In the ad with they're not necessarily admins, but everybody who's working on the website, and they were talking in there today about having a nice homepage and stuff like that. That stuff's all gonna be there. Whatever. I mean, you heard enough about the website last week. Here's what I want to talk about sober, and this is gonna date me. Okay,
Uh-oh.
if you don't know how old I am, you're about to know how old I am. So I got this thing the other day. It's called an Amazon Fire Stick, right? You know what that is?
Yep.
Okay? Well, fucking, I'm an idiot. I didn't know what it was. My buddy's like, "Oh, you got to get one of these Fire Stick things." I was like, "I don't care. I don't know what that is." And he's like, "No, no, you can watch anything you want." I was like, "What do you mean by anything?" He's like, "Anything, anything you can think of, you can watch on this." And I was like, "What's the catch?" He's like, "There's no catch. It's like $80." And it's like jailbroken, which means there's some shit going on with it. I don't know. It's like streams whatever you want, right? So I didn't think much of it, and I got it today, and I've been sitting here since like 5 o'clock, just drinking and fucking playing with this thing. And dude, let me tell you, I was searching for Night Court. Okay, I was searching for Small Wonder, Blossom, that
Blossom, what the
Nickelodeon
fuck?
shows. Yeah, Salute Your Shorts. It's all on there. The Cosby Show. I was watching all that shit.
No, Night
So
Court.
I'm just a
That's some
little
good
excited. I wanted to
classic.
talk about it.
Night Court is some
Yeah.
good classic shit. But
Oh man,
Blossom.
the theme song. Yeah. Well, my whole point was, I'm like, nah, this can't have everything. That was my whole point. And it literally has everything. So I have no idea why everybody in the world doesn't own it. It's the greatest thing in the world. So shout out to Joe Thornton for that. Um, it, so let's bring on our guest this week. He's a guest this week, but next week he's a host because I will not be here, and we need somebody to handle business. You know what I mean? So welcome to the show. Your favorite right wing, your top leaderboard getter. D-Mart. Welcome.
Hello, hello. Am I included? Yes, I'm here. How's it going, guys? Thanks for bringing me on. I'm pretty excited. Friday night here. Got a couple beers ready for the show.
I was just gonna ask
Yeah,
that.
let's get to it. What
Better
are
have
we
more than
talking
a
about
fucking
tonight, boys? I'm
couple.
pretty pumped about it.
Yeah, I mean, here we'll start here. So this weekend, oh no, I'm sorry, it's
hmm
actually midweek. Midweek coming up. There's about 6 or 7 people meeting up in the Philadelphia area for a
All
ball
right.
game / drinks and debauchery, and that's coming up just in a few days.
What
So
are
I
the
think we
names?
got.
What are all the big names
Okay,
going?
we're gonna list the big names. I'm going myself. Mr. Pale Poner will be there.
Is he bringing the belt?
Gambag. He is, of course. He better be bringing the belt. Otherwise, I don't want to see him. Um, he'll be there. So that's me, Pale, Edge, Yambag, Rev Hellcat, DJ. That's 6. I got 6 so far.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to plug the event here, man, because it should be a good time. It's just a bunch of people going to go hang out. That Xfinity Live Center across the street from the Citizens Bank Ballpark is awesome. Just a place to just go get rip shit and have a good time. So there's like six names there on the docket, and if anyone lives in the area and wants to come out, hit up Yambag or I don't know, any of the other plugs that live in that area that know it much better than I do, and definitely just get in there, because you never know, man. We might be shooting promo videos out there for 239. You have no idea what might be going on. D-Mart, you making it out, or what's the story?
I'm definitely not making it out to Philadelphia. No, there's definitely no way. I am making it out to Philadelphia. I'd love to. I've never been there, but not this summer. I mean, got some other stuff on the go, but sounds like a good time. I mean, if I was in the area, or at least like a 2 or 3 hour drive away, I'd definitely go. But yeah, take some photos, put it on social media. Show everybody that it's a good time. Yeah, get Pale with the belt, and make sure to give that to Daly right away.
There's got to be some sort of prank or something bold. Got to be something.
Well,
yeah. No, that should be good, man.
You were talking about lap dances. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's an inside one that I'm gonna keep secret.
Oh, all right.
At the ballpark?
No.
Yeah,
at the bar afterwards.
Oh, not at the ball. See, I don't even know. Oh, at the bar. Okay, I think he wants Pale to give me a lap dance, which is kind of gay, but it's.
Well, he's got to.
I wouldn't mind.
Kind of shows this
he's
guy.
The champ. If you're gonna get one, it might as well be from the champ.
Gotta put those on first.
There, look, we got Mac North at the table, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know.
Is that who Jesus is over there?
Yeah, I was gonna say who's over there, Jesus.
Let's talk about Mac North. How about that goalie performance the other night there, eh?
Oh, which one? Which one?
Well, I think I only got to catch game 3, but.
Okay, well, he went in net twice last week. Were you aware of that?
No, I thought it was just last series.
No, he went in once before that against Mick Swagger. And
this is good information.
Yeah. Yep. So
Legion got Swagger and Mac North got Swagger last week. That's nice.
Yep. And both goalies came out on top, as far as I know.
Jesus.
Let me put it this way: Mac is 2-0 in net. The guy has no net experience, or hasn't since. I think he dabbled in it a little bit in like NHL 13. But when I mean dabbled, I mean dabbled. This dude didn't play it. Like he just would fuck around and be like, "Oh, I can play net. Look how good I am." And then he'd give up 10 goals and then cower back to left wing. So fuck, man. Props to him. He beat Mick Swagger's team and he beat Pale Poner's team. How about that?
Yeah, how about that Pale series? Yeah, the Pale's first loss of the season. I know there was some drama in the chat and whatnot, but that team strictly business. Making some noise, I guess.
But that's not Pale's first loss though. Remember, first he lost to you.
Well, not the series, the season.
Yes, he did. Didn't he?
Why we didn't play him this season? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, he lost the first series of the season. I know that for a fact. I thought it was against you guys, but I guess not.
No, you're right. It was the overtime losses. You're right. It's just when you look at Pale's team right now on the leaderboards, they don't have any actual. They didn't have any actual real losses.
They have one now.
In my head, and in my head, it was always like, damn, like. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, 13-1 and 4. So yeah.
So Sober, let me throw it to you real quick. D-Mar just brought up the strictly business team. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, in my opinion, I think everyone kind of looks at them like a joke, because, and they shouldn't. I'm going to get to that. I think they're getting overlooked. You get Tomahawk's hamster internet, right? The thing's shit. He falls from it. Oh God! I've never seen anyone like that.
I heard it's
DC said
worse than cell phone data.
Yeah. That's what DC said, and he knows a thing or two, man. I believe him. So you got Tomahawk dropping from all the games. I know. You got all the trades that everyone said were shit from strictly business. But here they are. They're 9-9. They're not really even a bubble playoff team. They have a slight a little bit of cushion. What do you think about their team overall, Sober? Do you like what he's done? Do you like the moves? And do you think he needs to take a seat until he fixes this internet out?
Well, I could guarantee you that if I was on that night playing against them and there was that big of a clusterfuck, I don't know how well I would have taken it either. I mean, God, they were still playing at 11:30, 12 o'clock my time, Central.
Yeah.
That's really fucking late.
I think they wrapped it up around 1 in the morning.
Yeah, I definitely think that should have been adjusted somehow to make it fair for, I guess both teams. But with that said, Tomahawk's team, I like it. I think there's a lot of people that could play multiple different positions. I know quite a few of them just from my one season over at XPS, and they're not a slouch team. They're gonna compete. Whoever they play against, they're gonna compete. It's all depending, I guess, on their internet connection by their goalie. But I guess if you have to, you can put Mac in net. I mean, shit.
Are they a playoff team?
Well, at this point, you'd have to think so. I mean, just like you said, looking at the points, knowing that 8 teams get in, they're pretty much right there with games. There isn't like a big difference in games played and shit. So yeah, I would say they are, just because of the fact that 8 teams get in. And right now, they're pretty entrenched in that top 8.
Any team with Figo on it has a shot, in my opinion. I think he's a great player, and when he's in that lineup, they win their games. And somebody alluded to that earlier in the year. They was like, yeah, when Figo's in there, they got to win those games, and they're doing that. So
he's a crazy motherfucker in the party, though. Holy shit! I think I've only been in a party.
Yes, he is.
Twice, but holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and the thing about those guys is, if you look at their schedule, they're playing. It's not it's not that hard, but they got the old dad specials. So I think they could win that. And then after that, they're going after the Vanilla Nut Taps. That's you. I mean, that's going to be a close series too. You got to think, if Figo's on the ice, I've played against him this year. If you look at his points last year, there's a reason why he was second in the league or third in the league he had way less games played than most people, right? He's skilled. You give him the puck, he can dangle and make the play. So you gotta watch out for him. You just gotta think, does he have the guys to support him like last year? But and then they got to go against boys, and then they finish it off against Church of VM. So I think they're a playoff team. I think if Figo can play as many games as he can play, if he plays every game, they're going to make the playoffs. Every series.
Yeah, I agree.
If he can't, I mean, that's a tough series against boys. Tough series against you, but there's a couple series where
but
I think they
you know what?
12 points.
D-Mart, they're taking games against good teams. They're not just beating up on
that's
the
what I'm
lower
saying.
end
Last
teams.
night, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they can be winners, they could be boys, because boys lost to winners coming. So there's that too. So I mean,
yeah,
that might be the hottest team coming out. I mean, just off that, off the points last night, and the fact that personally, I feel like they have some really good players in their team that can do some damage.
And they just made a trade too. Sober, did you see that? They traded for a goalie, right?
No, I did not see that.
Well, then you got Mac North playing up front too, so I mean that makes even more noise. So then you're kind of thinking, because Mac North was just getting the gears going at the beginning of the season. Everybody was saying, he didn't play that many games, before he was kind of getting back in the league. But it's safe to say I think he's back in the swing of things, right? So you get him playing up front with Figo, and then you got Customs, and I mean you got Blatsuk and.
Yeah,
Life Gauge. They got a good team, and then Tomahawk might have to bench himself or something. I don't know. Look at this team. I mean,
yeah, he might have to.
If you look at what does he have to do? What does he have to sit aside and get the goalie and say, "Go for it"? I mean,
yeah, he might have to.
Worked out last night, so.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't see
as
how
a captain,
Tom,
may just say, "Fuck it."
Yeah, and Tom, if you're listening, I'm not trying to shit on you, man. You're a good guy and everything, but I don't. Series can't be going until 1 in the morning. Period. End of story. Like, that can't happen. people have lives, jobs, shit. You know, people get frustrated, and then the emo comes out, and then you got next thing you know, you get people that aren't even captains jumping in your party, telling you to fucking fly a kite. You know, it just pisses people. I'm not saying he should have done that. I'm just saying there's reasons of why people are pushed to that. Okay, so like, get your shit squared out, man. Hopefully you can do that, because I don't remember you having those problems last year. Not that I remember. You guys remember Tom dropping from games last year? I don't.
I didn't.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I would have only played 3 games against him, if that, so I can't say I remember even if I did, but I didn't see it being an issue in the chat or anything, or people bringing it up all the time. And so
no, I didn't either.
But yeah, I mean, you look at their team. I mean, I know Desired Customs is a good hockey player. I know he went pretty good in the draft, pretty high.
Yep, second
and
round.
I was looking today at another league he was in, and he definitely was. His name kept popping up, right? So you got to look out for that too. And I think all those guys, you might know more about all these guys playing together, but they might be playing together somewhere else. I mean, or they did before.
They did before. I don't think they are now.
Maybe not Figo, but I don't know.
No, not Figo. But Desired Customs, Mac North, Black Zook, aka Mr. T, all those guys have played together for many, many years. So there's familiarity there. So it was a good trade by Tom to bring in those guys, probably knowing, that they've had some history there. So that's probably where you're seeing some of that chemistry. I get T or Black Zook, whatever he calls himself nowadays. Black Zook can play some solid defense, so that was a good trade for him.
Yeah, and I never got to play with him. Actually, he was on our team and he was on vacation, and he made a deal before we could actually get to play with him. But looks like he's fitting in nicely there and getting his games in.
Let me ask you a question, D-Mart.
What's up?
What are you raising with 4.4K?
Oh,
like, am I beat, or should I call you?
I'm trying to hold a conversation while I have a sick hand. It's not the easiest thing to do. Is that Marty McFly over there?
Yeah,
see that?
It is. Yes, Marty McFly's on the table, boys.
Nice shirt, motherfucker.
There's still one open seat.
He blended.
He
blended in with this other guy that looks like Seamus next to me, which is sober.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, you dickbag! What a hand.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I had a 3 and a 2. I was sitting on a fucking open-ended straight draw and 2 pair. Completely.
Yeah, that 10 was awesome.
Fantastic. Well, let me get into the top 3 teams in the league right now. So there's a point I wanted to bring up about the top 3 teams in the league, which would be Winners Coming, Boys, and Jaeger Bombs. The point I wanted to make about all these 3 teams, you look at their records, they're like 13-5, pretty much. I think they're all 13-5, with different overtime losses and shit.
Yeah.
My point about these teams is I've played all 3 of them, and I know D-Mart, you've probably played 2 of the 3. Is that about right?
I've played Boys, and I haven't played the other 2 yet.
You haven't played the other 2 yet. And Sober, have you played them?
Oh, Jesus. Let's see here. I played Winners Coming.
Yeah.
And I think that's it out of that group.
All right. Maybe I'll start speaking then. I've played all 3 of these teams. Here's the thing, guys. They're all very beatable. They have the same weaknesses the middle of the pack teams have. They're coming out on top right now. Winter is coming. You just saw it last night. I mean, Strictly Business went in there and took 2 out of 3. Boys. They started off super, super hot. They looked unbeatable. And they've been dropping games lately. Nothing crazy. They did lose a series to Pale. And, Daly looks like a pervert right now because of it. Yeah, if you want to stop and talk about that real quick. Props to Daly, by the way, for following through and posting a video of it. Only in 239. And the Jaeger Bombs. I got to look at them, unfortunately. I had a personal thing the other night, and I couldn't make the first 2 games. But I was able to make Game 3, which the Nut Taps did come out on top. These guys are all defendable. Now, the best part about those three teams, in my opinion, is their defense. Their defense and goaltending. They're just all three of those teams have fantastic goaltenders, and 5 people committed to playing D in front of them, and that's why they're on top right now. And some of us are in the middle of the pack. That's the way I see that. Dietmar, when you played boys, what'd you see?
Yeah, fuck them.
Well, what it was 3-2, 3-2, and 3-2. It's close games. Those guys are just like you said. It all starts at the back end. I mean, you got Drift King back there. He's probably he's a top 3 goalie. I'm not going to say there's one best goalie in this league because I haven't played enough of them enough and blah blah blah. But I play against goalies all the time. Drift King's good. He's tough to score on. He doesn't move a lot. He's not going to give you that easy goal to tap in like some of these goalies will in this league. So it starts there too. So Daly did a really good job in getting him, and then you got Daly, who has this island, and it happens, right? Because you watch it slowly develop. And poor Berksy. I mean, he's an awesome winger, but if anybody over there is going to have to go through hell, right? But still, it starts there. Those 2 guys right there, and then you got Odd Guy, who's a perfect fit. He got him real late. It's hard to get around him. And then you got friggin' King Rome. Let's talk about him coming back on the back check, because that's where it all starts. You got a guy, you're flying down right wing. Say I'm flying down. You got King Rome on your ass, and then you've got Daly taking around that. You try to wrap around the boards, it's gone. He'll pick that up. So it's really tough to get around those guys, and they work well together. That's what it is. They work as a team. They don't have any individual guys that are just gonna go score 6 goals a game. They're just, I mean, Thamps, Dalai Lama, King Rome. They're just great hockey. They're good hockey players. You know what I mean? Like they know how to play hockey. And it's evident.
There's really high IQ over there throughout the whole squad.
Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, you can tell when you're playing good teams and when they're all 3-2 hockey games, and it's just it comes down to what bounce are you going to get. So, I mean, they're beatable. Yeah, of course they're beatable. So, I mean, they're not coming out and scoring 5 goals a game, 6 goals a game, but they're not giving up 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So that's the team they are. They're built from the back end.
Oh, no doubt. Sober. Of those 3 teams, if you just on paper, I know you haven't played them all, but which one of those 3 teams is built to stay where they are right now, number 1 or number 2 seed? If you could pick one out of the Winter is Coming, boys, Yager Bombs, and one of them's going to miss the top 2 seeding, which one would you say it's going to be and why?
That's a good one. I would have to go with just the known commodities. I think Pale and Daly both are going to stay pretty much right where they are. They might flip flop one or two. Yager Bombs, I think they're riding a wave right now. I don't want to say they're not as good as the record shows, but I don't see them sustaining the whole season. And I think the other 2 teams are going to stay on the similar path that they're on.
I would have to agree, except their goalie, man. Jagerbomb's goalie.
Yeah.
I gotta look at him. The other day. Like I said, I couldn't make the first 2 games. Unfortunately, I was on my way home from something I had to do, and I watched a little bit of Game 1 and a little bit of Game 2. That B-Crips is something else in there, and he comes as advertised. And I do think he steals games for that team. He's already done it, and he's going to do it again. It feels like he steals one a night for him. So I would not be shocked to see the Yager Bomb up there. My pick would be Winter is Coming. I think they're going to be the ones who fall to the 3rd seed. And Pale's going to hate that. I think they're an excellent team. You know, they score almost more than any other team in the league. I think maybe the Sails have more goals than they do, but they're a high-scoring team. They've only given up, like, I don't know, probably half roughly of what they scored. So they're like one of those teams, you know. I'm calling. I forgot I'm playing cards. Yeah, but I don't think this roster is as good as his last roster. Is Heimstadt first? They're very good. Obviously they swept us off the map and humbled us, so they are very good. But I see trap games coming up for them, and I might drop a series or two. So that'd be my go.
Well, I play with them. They are very, very sound defensively. They, they shit. It felt like I had 3 people on me the whole game. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was a constant, And if they could shut one person down like that, where you can't even enter the zone. Fuck, they're they're sitting pretty. But like I said, Daly's team always seems to just do what they do, and it's new ground for some of the Jager bombs. So.
Yeah. And not to be outdone, I mean, the Black Sails are right on all those teams' heels as well. Well, I've been drinking. Leave me alone. D-Mark, go.
The Black Sails also lost to Yambag and the Chilanian Raw Doggers. So I mean, there's some holes in our game too. Like, look, we not to shit on Gunny, but his team's 1-17-3, okay? And I think we're a pretty damn good team, and we lost a game to them, and we shouldn't have. I mean, we definitely shouldn't have, but we did, and I think we made some adjustments, made some moves, but people were right. We're saying we got moving parts and things like that, right? With NCR and Joe doesn't have a steady lefty man to play with. Poor Joe. Shout out Joe Thornton. But you know what I mean. It's a work in progress, and it's a long season too, right? So I think that's it too. I mean, everybody's I hear some people thinking like, oh, you got to get the chemistry going. I think the chemistry gets going like as maybe 75% of the season's done. You should be fully confident with everybody around you by then. I think we're almost getting there. I think we're going to do good. We'll probably finish top 4. Like where the standings are now, it looks like it might look in 2 weeks. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I don't think you're going to see too much crazy flip-flopping. We do have the trade deadline coming up soon.
That too. I mean, people are going to make some moves, and that will shake things up again. But I mean, maybe the Jager bombs slip out. Maybe they are overachieving. They got Valcor farming back there on D with Brenton.
He's sitting right next to you at the poker table right now.
Oh my God, is that him too? What's with these guys' shirts?
Yeah, he just came in. He looks like Hulk Hogan,
dude. Like Valcor.
Look at him.
He looks like a sumo guy from this side.
I don't know. He's on vacation right now. He's loving life. But yeah, they got a decent team. That all starts in the back end too. So like if you look at all these teams, in the top 3, it all starts in the back end, I think, and especially with Luka, he's a defensive center. You know what I mean? And he's great. He doesn't take penalty minutes. He moves the puck.
Nope.
And I find that one of a very valuable talent. If you can get a lot of points and not get a lot of penalty minutes, you know what I mean? Like, and you're a good forechecker like he is, he's very dangerous. And he's always on the ice, and he's always taking the faceoffs. So he's, that's why they're good. They start in the middle, and then they got the guys in the back end, and then they got B. Cripps, who you said is, he's probably the best goalie in the league right now. And to talk about him, I played in another league with him for like 5 years. You know what I mean? He's always been the top 5 goalie. So it's no surprise to me that he just cares. You know what I mean? Like he puts a lot of work in. So he good. But yeah, maybe they slip. I mean, maybe their offense doesn't carry them. You know what I mean? Maybe they can't score. Maybe they lose some tight games or something like that. But even if that, I think they're going to slip to like 5th or 6th. Maybe that's it. But 3, 4, 5, 6 for Jager bombs, as far as I'm concerned.
This is not your
I just can't see them falling apart. No, I mean,
no.
Was that DJ's team?
Yeah, brutal. What was it, season 2? I forget. Whatever. It's so forgettable. That squad was. No offense to anybody.
Oh, and I had to
Sorry,
do this
DJ.
Too. Oh, but DJ is playing left wing only next year. He said. By the way.
Wow.
Left wing.
He's
only?
making the shift. Yeah, he's making the shift.
So he's. Oh, cool. He'll be a waiver then.
Heat.
He's gonna hate that one. He's gonna shit all over me for that one.
Man.
Left wing. Well, no.
But that's the rumor. That's the rumor. Well, he's playing goalie now, right? Which he's fine with because he signed up for it and shit. But Rumor is he's gonna want to go full-time left wing, and he said, he doesn't care where he goes. He just wants to play, and I think that's fair for anybody. Like, if you want to play a position in this league, just sign up for it. And I mean, like,
Yep,
if it doesn't
I
work
agree.
out, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, at least you tried. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
I'm
The
all
only thing
for
that
it.
sucks
I mean,
is the flexibility, for your captain.
oh, of course,
right? That's the only thing
of
that
course.
sucks. When you have a team with 6 or 7 guys on it, it's such a big
You can do
deal to be like,
emergency D though.
Yeah, that's true. But like the other
So,
night, I have Murph. Okay, he's
Yeah.
left wing only. I can't put him anywhere else. And this was unfortunately against the Yager Bombs. He couldn't make the series either. Last minute, Murph, if you're
Jesus.
listening, dickbag. He couldn't make it. So I couldn't make it either. So now I got to take my, the best left defenseman in the league, in my opinion, in Moose, and he's got to play center now.
Yeah, what team was
we
that
gotta
that
wait.
had that happen to him before? That's one of Daly's, right?
Yeah, that's why Moose was playing center. Okay.
Yeah. So for the first 2 games, Moose was my center. We had a waiver defense. I guess he was a really nice guy and a good defenseman and everything. So thank you to that guy. I forget his name now. It's something about TML.
Temlak or
It was a long day for me.
that's Luca's buddy and Drift's buddy.
Oh, Timlak?
Yeah, he was a good.
Yeah, there you go.
That was
Yeah.
Yep. So he filled in there. We ended up
He's
dropping
actually
the first
pretty good.
2. Yeah, that's what I heard. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
we dropped the first 2, one in overtime with Chew Therapy. Speaking of monster goalies, boy, he had a monster series. He had, I think it was like 27 shots he faced in that game 1 of that series against the Yager Bombs, and I'm talking no turds, folks. Like he was getting peppered. I was watching the stream, just making save after save, and Yet Unknown was telling me that his guys were choked about it. Just like, holy fuck, man. I mean, they did beat us in overtime in that game, but he earned us a point there. Without him, we wouldn't have got a point. So. He's having a great season too. I think he leads the league in shutouts. So there's another goalie for your top 3, in my opinion, in Chew Therapy.
Yeah, and you're right about that too. Because you look at Chew in the other leagues. He was always good in the other leagues as a goalie. He always. The thing about Chew though, I never understood why. I almost think he's a psychopath, man. Because in my head, I mean, I know Chewy'd be like a top 3, 4, 5, 6. He's a top center. So I mean, like in my head,
I agree.
How can
He's
you
good
watch?
at video games.
Yeah, but I mean, in my head, I mean, I just can't. I love Chewy to death, but I mean, I don't know how he sits back and when he knows he's better than probably most people on the ice, that the team he's going to be on is the goalie, and he's like, man, I wish I could just play out a game. You know what I mean? It must be frustrating. But he's fucking stellar goalie. I'm not taking that away from him. I mean, top 3 for sure. I mean, I watched the games he's played, and you know what? The other night, those were own goals he got scored on him. So that's what I mean. He's playing so well, and then he'll get like an own goal scored on by a poke or something shady. It's just like an EA goal or something, and then it's got to break you down, right? Like in my head, as a player.
Yeah,
I mean, those
doesn't
goalies are
him though.
thick-skinned
He's
guys,
usually,
man.
yeah, and he's goalies are weird,
I don't know
right?
how they do it.
They're
I don't know how they do it.
They're weird people. But he's kind of a hybrid. He's not a full-time, all-the-time goalie. He just, I don't know. I guess he wanted to do it this season for whatever fucking reason. I have no clue. But I'm glad he did, and I'm glad I drafted him because he's killing it for us.
He's
obviously making. He's a game changer for you.
His timing with like his poke checks and shit is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that too
Yep.
much
Speaking of,
anymore.
no, I hate to go backwards in the show, but I forgot this is what happens when you drink a little bit. Timing, saves, Mac North. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring it up one more time. So he's in that game against Just Tap It In. They get 2, not 1, but 2 penalty shots against Mac North. He saves them both. No problem. No problem.
Doing different shit? Or fucking standing tall?
He stood tall. He didn't try and jump out or anything. He just stood tall and made the saves. They were good saves. Hopefully somebody posted them. I think the second one he was kind of far to the right in the net, and it was more of a case of I think it got kind of shot at him a little bit, but whatever. He was standing there. He made the save. That's all that matters. But But yeah, definitely. That's such a big pickup, dude. Would you put a guy against the team? Oh, and Swagger had 0 points. He had no points,
Yeah,
no goals, no assists
from what I
against
heard,
Mac.
it was well, it was like the series against Legion. I think Legion played in it. Swagger took his patented shot numerous times. That patented
Just
slapper.
donating money to D-Mart here. I knew he had it.
What the hell?
Yeah, the slapper. I'm sure he was warned about that.
Oh,
Before it even
everybody in the
started.
league should know by now.
But maybe not Mac. He's new.
True,
He's never
true,
played against
true.
McSwagger. He doesn't know him, you know. So I'm
Well,
sure
that is a high percentage shooting area. I mean, fuck.
Yeah. Well, and I don't want to spend too much time on it.
He's
right?
just
But,
having a rough year, eh?
Yeah. Well, here was a couple of quotes from Mac from the other day about the Nets games and all that. One of them was, so I got to admit, guys, in period 2, I was a little embarrassed. I had to ask them how to hug the post. This is period 2 of the league. He didn't know how to hug the post, and I guess that was a riot.
And shit, if he was using the fucking new controls too, I would have had no clue. I would have been like, push this button and that one and hope.
So there was that, and then was it Cosmic? Somebody came down with a chance to tie that game against Tap It In with like 40 seconds to go on a breakaway, and Mac he didn't really move much, and he kind of left the short side wide open. The guy took a shot. I think it was Cosmic maybe. I could be wrong on the player, but whatever. Clanged it off the post. After the game, Max says, why would I bother making a save if I know if it's not going to go in? If he's not going to hit the net, what's the point?
My God.
Good old Mac.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So at
Man.
any
If you
rate.
never played before and you can, pick up some big wins like that.
Oh yeah. Guys,
But
I'm
can
just
you
gonna
do it
disconnect
steady?
my controller here for a second, so you might lose me.
Oh, motherfucker. One thing I'm gonna say about this stupid poker game, if anybody was smart and was on their computer, right? Can you see, like, say if you're watching my Twitch?
Oh,
right?
you want me to go on Twitch and watch yours?
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, motherfucker, everybody.
I've only been doing it for 45 minutes.
And then you see my great fold that I did there. That's just fucking lovely.
But yeah, Sober, what about, I wanted to talk to you about, here we go.
And,
Dead presidents. The
yep,
dead presidents.
Yep.
What do you think's going to happen there? I mean, you obviously had some time there.
Not much.
Not much time, but you had time.
Yeah.
There was a brief moment. I mean, they're sitting in 8th place now with the trades they made. I mean, they obviously moved you. You might have some. You might not like it or whatever. But what do you think? What do you think they're going to do now? They got Jofus, Magilla, Hellcat, Cody, Devil and Net, BCO, and Monkey.
Well, I could tell you what they should do. By Mags getting Kayla, that trade kind of confused me just because Mags plays lefty, Kayla plays lefty. The only thing I could think of is for some reason she's going to be playing a wing. But I don't see that happening with John and BCO and either Cody or Jofus.
Okay.
So I would think, and this is gonna sound really bad, but either Mags is shifting back to right D, or he's gonna bench himself to use Kayla like a full-time lefty. Is what I think should happen.
Yeah. Well, what they did on what was that yesterday? Yeah, last night's series in Game 3, they ran Hellcat on left wing with BCO at center, Jofus right wing, Cody right D, and then Magilla left D, and then Devil and Net.
Was John there?
That was for Game 3. I'm not sure.
Because
I don't know.
I know he said he was going to miss one more series for the season. So
yeah,
that
so
might have been,
we don't have the inside knowledge if that's going to be the one they're running full time, right? But
right.
Let's go see the. I'm just looking at the other game here to make sure. Yeah, Hellcat played. She must have played the. They must have ran the same thing all 3 games. So, um, I don't know if that's going to be full time or whatnot. I mean, Hellcat's not bad at forward. She's pretty good, but she's definitely better at D, where you want to utilize her at left D. So you got to think of trade deadline too. Is Mags going to use Kayla as trade bait, or what's he going to do? Or does he want to use her? Like, I mean, it is left wing, so it could be that DJ syndrome. You know what I mean? Left D to left wing. But I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, I know Hellcat likes playing forward. So I mean, if it's going to keep working, I mean, I know Jofus likes to play right wing. I mean, I think he's a great right wing, and I think he should play forward in this league. And then you got Cody, and I don't know why Cody's playing D. He started out in this league playing forward, didn't he? Yeah, and I always thought he was a good forward.
And Yam,
did he get labeled as a D or what?
No, well, Yam was saying that he was going to be the second coming of Cam IM.
Yeah, and now he's been playing D the last 2 years. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't mean to call
Jesus.
that. Oh my God. No, not like this. Who'd I give my money to? Mac North?
Yeah.
Why?
He just comes in and he just dominates everything.
Why am I
you
playing
know?
poker and trying to do a show? This is not good. I'm at 3K.
We just give away our money. It's ugly.
I'm at 3K.
All right, D-Mart. I'm
These
gonna
guys
give you a
just come in
donation
and-
here. I'm gonna give you a donation. Do you need one?
I don't want your petty donations. No, I'm coming back.
All right, then I'll just. All right.
I still got
Good
3K.
luck, 'cause-
I still got 3K.
All right, I'm gonna take you in this hand.
I'm gonna hate myself in like 10 minutes. I know it. But
your
let's go
brother's
back. I just want to
raisin.
go back to that. I want to go back to that team with that. Do you think Hellcat's he's gonna stay and play left wing, or is she gonna get traded, or is she gonna swoop back? Because it looks like. Yeah. What about is Monkey gonna come in and when he wants to play, or what are they doing there?
Well,
again, I've said it
Sorry.
1,000 times, man. This is what that trade created. Go ahead, talk about it. So I mean, that's what it created.
So my theory also kind of inside information, but I know that they like John on the wing, and he fits in good with BC and with Jofus on the right wing. He plays that style that they like. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be like Cody the odd man out, or if it's gonna be Mag saying, you know what, for the betterment of the team, I'm going to put Kayla at left D and either move back into nets or, rotate or something, depending on matchups. Shit, I don't know. But if it was me, I would put John, BC, and Jofus on wing, and then I go Kayla and Cody on right D. And toss in whoever you want in that.
I just think he's got to keep Jofus up front. I mean, he might like him back there because he's responsible, but that guy can.
Well, the thing is
make
too is
stuff happen.
they need to find a line and stick with it. You know what I mean? I think that's part of the struggle is the lines rotating so much. I mean, there's constant movement.
And you know what? That's why I didn't hate when I said, like, if you're going to sign up as a position, like, it does suck where, you have to shift things and if people can't show up. But, I mean, a perfect world would be nice if you just had everybody at their own position and, you didn't have to swap them off. And, I mean, it does happen sometimes. I mean, you had it sober with your team in the Thundercats. I mean, you made it work. No. But.
Yeah, the only other thing is, like Phil brought up on Throwdown, doing a 2-for-1, but that's almost impossible in this league. So you'd have to do like a high piece and a lower piece for a really high piece and a guy that's not going to play at all to take that second piece back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm looking at Legion right now. His stats, boys, his goalie stats, best save percentage in the league.
Oh, geez.
Is he undefeated still?
No, he's 4-0. He's chilling. He didn't play in their last series against Boys. He got the big bench box, but no, I mean he looked pretty sharp in nets, but small sample size, right? I mean I don't want to take anything from Mac North, but 4 games is not a large sample size. But Legion, I mean he was playing lefty for us. I mean Hugh picked him up because I thought they wanted to talk about ESO the whole time, which they do, and then we had to make a rule like as soon as the puck drops, they just stop talking about it, but. I mean, he was playing goalie for Daly that last year, and he did pretty damn good. So I think he's another, top 6 goalie in the league. I mean, love him or hate him, but he's pretty steady back there.
Yeah, no doubt. You get a team that's comparable in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, you get good D in front of anybody. They're good, and they're half at it. They're gonna be good, but he made some good saves, like coming across the crease, and it wasn't just Legion luck. It was getting good. He's getting better. So
yeah, for sure. So wait,
that's good.
We can get him out to Philly. He lives there.
I thought he lived there.
He does. That's what I'm saying. You think we can get him out?
Why isn't Legion going? I don't know. Get him out.
I don't know. He doesn't like traffic or people. So I mean,
well, wasn't he on the show?
I respect that.
3 weeks ago.
Wasn't he what 3 weeks ago?
In the draft show.
He was on the Throwdown, yeah, or the draft show, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did the draft show. He just popped in the party. I don't even think he realized at the time. Somebody invited him.
He wasn't invited. Oh,
we're like, dude, he's like, you're on the air, and he's like, yeah, you faggots, I'm not on the air, and he was, and then he stayed the whole time, and it was funny, and he's online right now. You think if I invite him in, he'll just come in and have no clue he's on the show?
I don't know. You can try it. I don't see why not.
I think it's.
Let's ask him about his. Yeah, it might be. It might go south real quick. It might be good for 4 minutes.
Yeah, might go south.
God bless you, Legion.
Holy shit! It's already 11. This is what happens on the show, D-Mart. You're gonna figure that out quick next week.
Shit! It's midnight in Halifax. It is late. It's fucking 90 degrees out too.
I was gonna say, what's it like in Halifax? What's the deal up there? I've never been that way. Is it gorgeous? What is it?
Well, it's all right. I mean, it's nice. We got the ocean here. It's living on a peninsula, east coast of Canada. It is nice, but I mean, frig. In the winter, it's brutal. You got all the salt water coming out your cars and stuff, and you can only have a car for like 4 years until you got to get rid of it. Other than that, I love it. I do love it. I mean, me and McFly live here. McFly, shout out McFly's over there sitting at the table there. Change your friggin' shirt, though, Rob. Look at that.
That's bad.
He's got the noob shirt on, look.
Oh,
yeah. Valcor has it too, so does Sober.
Valcor.
You should have a beard on your chick, come on.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not Joe Thornton, man. I make good looking
That's the thing though, you were saying we don't have a professional team here though in Halifax, so that kind of sucks. Like me and Rob would go to a Moosehead game, which is the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. But other than that, we'd have to drive 14 hours to you in Boston, or we'd have to go to Montreal or Ottawa or something like that.
You don't even have the butt crack on. Jesus.
But I love it. There's no traffic here. I do love that. You can get in and out of town in like half hour. Yeah, it is awesome.
Hold on.
Maybe you should come down here one time.
Here. Oh, Marty's broke. No, Marty.
Marty wants money?
Yeah, he's broke.
Tell him to give me.
What? He's not broke. He's got 9.2K. Get the fuck out of here.
I need money. Get the fuck.
Liar.
You? Well, yeah, you're playing a terrible game. You 4K.
I haven't really paid attention.
Yeah, me neither. I did take Val for a big hand though.
So what about the trade deadline here, Eso? Did you want to talk about that at all, or did we already cover that with
we didn't really
last one I was talking about?
I mean, I think that you see the teams that are around 9, 10, the Just Happenings, the Old Dad Specials, possibly the Dead Presidents, who, again, I think they're underachieving, and they have been underachieving pretty much for the most part of the season. Maybe they don't need to make a trade. Maybe they just need to wake up as far as they go. But, Churchill, no, I didn't mean it like that. You know what I'm saying. They just need to play better. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's it. Just stop doing what you've been doing.
But I mean,
get better.
I mean, they're sitting there around 500 record, and they're a bubble playoff team right now, and I think they should be better. That's all I'm saying. Their roster's great. They have good players. So now that they traded you, especially, they're looking really good.
I heard it on Throwdown. I guess karma's a bitch, right?
You did not ask for a trade.
Nope, I did not ask for a trade again.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there.
And the weird thing is I play like 1 or 2 series, and seems like when everything seems to start getting on the right path, then I get traded. I don't know.
Well, you need to get the Chilean Raw Doggers on a path of anything.
Something.
Okay.
Something.
Yeah,
they're
because
good
that's where
guys,
you're at
though.
now.
That's good shit. That's good shit.
Yeah, I mean Edge is over there, man. Looking forward to seeing him next week. That'll be good. Dude, I mean, are they done? Do you think they're mathematically
over.
done? Is
Oh,
there
yeah,
anything?
yeah.
Is it over for them?
Yeah.
It was over a week and a half ago. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so the 8th spot has what, like
Jesus.
16 or 17 points,
Oh Jesus.
and they've got, I think, 5.
This sucks.
So-
I have to. Fucking eh.
Valcor's got a 6. Watch.
I have one and I folded one. That's some information for you.
What does Valcor have?
Any information you want? I got a 6.
I see
Me
he had
and
the
Sober.
6. Seamus had
Me
the
and Sober
6.
had the same hand.
Yes, I got it.
Unreal.
Are you
Needed
fucking
it.
kidding me? Oy.
Well, at least I didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. Sober, you got the side pot. You're all right.
Yeah, you beat
I
Valcor
basically
up.
broke even.
Yeah. Anyway, as far as the trade deadline, this is what happens when you play this game, by the way, when you're trying to do a show, D-Mart, you get all sucked in.
I see that.
Yeah. But those teams, like the Church EM's tapping in, Old Dad Specials, Dead Presidents, I think they're all kind of in the same boat. I mean, Strictly Business is right there with them, too, as far as points go. So I think those are going to be the teams that might be active if they're looking to make an improvement, if they think they can. You know, I don't see. I mean, I see the people back there in the trade block, you know, throughout the season, and it's not really active right now. So, if people are talking, they're doing it privately. They're not really talking about it out in the open like they were early in the season. So,
I want to put you two on the
I
spot.
have no inside info. Yeah, what do you got?
Who do you think will make a move, and what piece do you think they'll try to move?
D-Mart, go.
Well, I think the Raw Doggers, I don't think Gunny, if Gunny makes a move, it's because he wants to give somebody a chance somewhere else, and he's being nice. I mean, Gunny's not making moves at this point to make any playoffs or anything. Yam, he might be in the same boat. They've got 12 points in 18 games. In my head, they're done. So Yam and Dom are probably in the same boat. Like,
Yeah, but
maybe
Dom,
they have a
like, yeah.
strong end to the season. I mean, they got to face the facts. I mean, they're having a bad season. It sucks. But whatever. I mean, I just mathematically and looking at everything, with the Dead Presidents and Strictly Business playing good hockey and Wolfpack and Vanilla Nutta, I mean, I just don't see it happening. So, I mean, if they make a trade, it's like, I mean, they've already traded Murph for Zlo, which I don't know why. I mean, skill-wise, doesn't make sense. Maybe personalities, sure. But I think that was a loss. So, I mean, in my head, I'm thinking,
I
just don't think they can make a trade. I don't think they can make a trade. I mean, I just don't know what.
Yeah.
I just don't think so.
I'll cut in here with that real quick, and then I want you to respond to it. Murph for Zlo. I agree with you that Murph is the more dynamic player. That's a fair thing to say, I think. But guess what? People said he might be flaky, and guess what happened the other night? He couldn't make the game.
Flake show.
Yep. So there you go, and that put us in a situation against the Yager Bombs.
There's the cookie crumbling.
There's the cookie against the Yager Bombs, a really good team where we really needed them. You know, our team went 1-1-1 when we could have been much better than that. I think if he's in that game 1, we win that game 1 because I watched the game. You know, game 2, I'm not. You know, I don't know. I'm not so sure. They got us pretty good in that one, but game 3 when I came in there, and we got Moose back to left D. Everything settled down, and we took care of that game. So I just think, you know, that's a dynamic that Yam, he too was up front. He said he's a great guy. He's a really good player if he shows up. So again, he wasn't, and I don't want to make it sound like he just didn't tell us. He told the team, okay, guys, I'm not going to make it. But this, you know, about an hour before game time. You know, so it's like,
and
that
also
puts
he
us
doesn't
in
use the headset, does he?
No, no, he doesn't.
So that's another factor. Okay, so I mean, I get
That
it,
hasn't
Yam,
hurt
Yam
us,
and
though,
Dom want to
D-Mark,
get
to
some
be honest
guy
with
with.
you.
I know,
Yeah.
but for just to actually talk to a guy, and it is nice to know, it is a different factor, I think, because I can say that with Superstar sometimes it was tough. He's a great player, but it's really tough sometimes to play with a guy like him when he doesn't have a headset in, right, and he's playing out with us and stuff like that. But
Try
when he
to
does
play a
have it, I
certain
find
game.
it's better for us. Yeah,
The
but I
thing
think in
about
his
the-
head, he thinks he plays the same
Yeah.
either way,
Yep.
right? But for all
Yeah,
of us,
I'll-
I think it might be better if we're communicating. And I think maybe that's what Yam and Dom wanted, someone they can communicate with and stuff like that. So maybe that's why they did it. But skill-wise, I've watched them both play, and I've played with Slow. Not taking anything away from him, but he's definitely not as good as Murph.
No, I agree.
But the
and you know what,
flakiness and all the
D-Mark?
other stuff might
Yeah.
balance out.
With the headset thing, let me put it this way: if I played with you, which I have on Jello Time a couple years ago, and you didn't have a headset, do you think it would really affect our play? I don't, because he's that good.
Nah.
You
Murph
guys-
is that good.
But
so
but the gameplay
Yeah.
is different. So Murph,
Yeah, I get
Murph and say Superstar, you could really put those two together pretty well with the same not having a headset deal, because they like to carry the puck a lot. Sometimes you don't know what that person's thinking. Dmart, on the other hand, if he doesn't have a headset, you pretty much know what he's going to do. It's going to be a play.
he's going to make
regardless
the
of what-
best hockey play.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You
exactly
already
what he's
know
going to
that.
do. So
Right.
Yeah.
And with the other
look
two,
at that,
you
we're
never
pumping your
know.
tires live on air.
Like his
It's great.
tires don't
I'll
get
take it.
pumped in
I'll
there
take it.
Love it. Yeah.
For fucking what? 10
Well-
years now, Dmart? Shit.
I know, right? Fuck.
I
Getting
think
old.
I'm gonna take a different route, just to finish off that question. And I think Church of EM can do something. Because
Okay.
I know you said they only have 12 points, but 17's the bar right now to get in. That's if he sweeps a series, well, now he's close to being in, depending on what the teams in front of him did. So
Well, and
he's
hasn't-
certainly not out of it.
And hasn't Yam played a lot of the big teams?
Good teams?
Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
have to
go
look
check
at the
that out right
schedule.
now.
Yeah, if you want to check.
I got it
tomorrow
right
while we-
here.
I know.
Yeah.
So
that-
they still got to play you guys. They
Uh-huh.
still got to play you guys. They still got
By
to
you
play.
guys,
just
you
tap
mean
it in.
me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They got to play. Yeah. Play. Yeah. Okay. And then they got to play the Raw Doggers. And Gunny, I'm sorry, but they're taking 6 points from you. And then they're playing the Old Dad Specials with Dank Love and the boys. So.
Okay. They actually have a pretty good schedule.
And then they go
remaining.
after Strictly Business. And then they go after Strictly Business, who I think's a better team, anyways, if they have their lineup in. So I mean, if they do, yeah, maybe, but I just think it's too little. It's too late. I think it's
If they
just
get
too late.
swept one more time, it's over. They can't. No more sweeps for them. They can't
Well,
get
let's see
swept.
their next
they
series.
play
They
me. They play
They gotta
me
win.
on
Yeah,
Monday.
that's what
Yeah.
I mean. That's a game changer right there. That should be the game of the night Monday. I mean, if Yam and Dom can win and get 4 points out of that series and get a write-up,
Mhm.
confidence. Oh shit! I didn't even mean to make that. Oh my god! I hate this poker game. That was 3K.
Yeah, it was.
I just built
3K.
myself up here again. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, keep going. But yeah, if you guys sweep them, I mean, that's another thing. But
Yeah, I mean they're
I
gonna
just-
they're not
like I
gonna be a
said-
pushover. I can tell you that right now.
No,
It's
but-
not a pushover team, so you can't sit here and call sweeps. You know, sick call, D-Mart. 3-4 off suit, awesome.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the
I mean,
3-4
I
offsuit?
gave
That's
up on
what I
that
had,
hand.
too.
You would not lead the league in poker. I'll tell you that.
Well, not what I'm doing
However.
this. It's hard.
Well, I know. That's what happens. So we're probably sober. What do you think? We about wrapped up for the week?
You know what the hell? We can keep going. Like
You
Yam
wanna- do you
says,
wanna
I ain't
talk-
got shit to do.
It's up to you guys. It doesn't bother me. D-Mart is the host next week with sober.
No.
It's free
Yeah,
reign.
that should be fun. We'll have some stuff. We'll have that topic about see if Yam what he can do next week, because he'll have you guys, and then he'll have just tap it in. So see how many points you can get out of 12, and
What's your prediction? How many do you
just-
think they're gonna get?
4.
Really?
Yeah.
Better not all be against my team.
I hope it's again. I hope it is, because I mean, this is the point of the
I
season.
know
where
you got. I just think
you sweep a
it's
series,
just my
right?
opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you sweep a series at this
now,
point.
You
It's
can't
huge.
you can't bet it with Raw Doggers at all to take any points. So.
Well, they're not playing the Raw Doggers next week, so.
Oh, that's not next week? Fuck, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, maybe. No, definitely not. Towards the end, but yeah, I mean, I think you guys have a good team, and I just don't know. We lost to Yam's team, but I mean, I don't think we should have.
But you
But I'm
didn't
just
lose the
saying, I just
series
don't
to
think-
Yam's team. You just lost a game.
No, we lost the series to Yam's team.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah, it was awful.
Here we go,
Well-
folks. I have 0 chips left.
And they had a waiver too.
Shove him. They had Marine Mike, man. He was fucking on fire. Marine Mike came down over the blue line, shot it, went in. Marine Mike came in over the blue line, shot it, rebound, went in. Dominator Silva came over it, shot it. Marine Mike came in, rebound, goal. They were doing it. They were fucking clicking. I'm not
Well-
joking. It was I couldn't. Nah, it was. They were doing the right things, getting pucks in net, and it worked out. The third game, we actually woke up and we beat them like 10-1. But I mean, they just have they had too many holes. I felt. And in the first game, they had a waiver, and that didn't even count as far as I'm concerned. Like I can't play against a waiver.
You mean a computer?
That's tough.
You mean
Yeah,
a computer, right?
I would draft
Yeah,
a computer
not a waiver.
second round in this league, maybe third. If I can draft a computer D, like they're good.
Which one?
You know what I mean?
Who's your
Stevens.
favorite computer D? Oh yeah, he's good.
Stevens.
I'd
Like
take
if you go
Oleski,
forecheck
personally.
Stevens.
Mhm.
Oh my God, they get the puck and they break it out real quick. You know what I mean? One-on-ones they're not that great, but when the puck's in the corner and they can break out that puck quicker than anybody else in the league, except for like a couple 5D maybe, it's frustrating. It really is. It's just like
Oleski, he's got the best defensive awareness.
I hate to say it, guys.
Stevens.
Switch the subject.
Stevens does.
That was the 3rd flop set that I got, and that was the first one I won with.
Wow.
I'm sitting out. I'm not even paying attention. I hit the sit out button.
Damn, sit open.
Yeah, so that will be fun next week to host the show with Esober. Sober said he was going to be pretty drunk, so it should be
Yeah.
fun. What are you doing? Are you going bowling or something beforehand? Or
No, I got Friday off, so I can hit the shit hard and early.
There you go.
I mean, that
Well,
is a pre-record
yeah,
show, and tonight I'm fucking sober. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing. How am I doing? I'm not even slurring. I'm doing
No,
pretty
you're
good.
They're gold.
Gold, Jerry, gold.
Gold,
Here's
Jerry.
something I wanted to talk about that I didn't even really, I didn't at all bring it up to either of you before the show or anything. You know, Daly and I talk all day, every day. It's a thing. It's just, we have this romance. It happens. We're talking about league, or we're talking about sports, or we're talking about fucking how big our wives' tits are, or whatever it is. We talk all day, and he hits me with something today about the league. And I'm not going to bring it up completely yet. But again, another awesome idea, just shooting the breeze. And we're going to see if we can put it into the works. But I don't want to reveal too much about it at this point. Because if it doesn't work, then it's like, oh, and so fucking Eso said this was going to happen, and it didn't happen. But
I gotta know about it
we've been
before
hit
I
up
know
by... Well, we've been hit up, I'll just say this, we've been hit up by a bunch of people in the league about money. You know, they were like, can we donate money? We know this, that, and the other thing. We're like, no. That's we're so far away from even thinking about anything like that. That's not what we're trying to do. So, whatever. But I'll name drop. I mean, Mick Swagger, everybody's favorite. I mean, he hit me up and he's like, do you guys need money for the belt or anything like that? No, we're good. But it just shows he had a couple guys hit him up too that people are liking what's happening and what's going on and all that, and they want to chip in and contribute. So for now we say no. But let me ask you a question, Sober.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
If you could have a 239, and I don't want to tip my hat here. If you could have a piece of 239 merchandise, would you like would you wear it, or
So we're gonna go down this road.
would you do it?
We've I would. I actually would. Since I've been in this league since the beginning, um, I would wear it. I'd wear it with pride too.
There's something to think about.
I can tell
Something
you.
to think about.
We did it for a while in a different league, and it
Yep.
actually went over pretty well. If I remember correctly, you might remember those days.
Yeah, I had a T-shirt that was way too small after I washed it, and don't know what happened to it. This is a good time.
Well,
though.
anyways,
I do remember.
I'm
I
not
had
saying
it.
it's
I mean,
going to
I
be
had
just
it.
like that. I'm just saying, like, it's just an idea that was thrown around. You know,
Yeah.
maybe
I think it
sometime
sounds
off in
awesome.
the future we
And-
could
and
try something.
The
But-
thing is if you're gonna do it though, you can't really keep stock of it because if you get too much of, say, a particular size, I mean,
Oh, correct.
I'm willing to bet like half our fucking league are fat fucks. I mean, shit, you know, it is.
I
As
think
far
you're
as I'm
wrong.
concerned, what you guys
can't-
did,
you
you guys did
can't
the
carry
belt. I mean, you guys are golden. I mean, whatever you guys are doing, it's fantastic. If you guys are coming out with merch and stuff like that, as far as I'm concerned, as a player, I love it. I think it's
No,
awesome. I mean, no one
And
else is
again,
gonna know what it is. But
he's probably gonna. I know he's probably gonna pissy at me that I even brought it up. Too bad I'm drinking. It's the elitists, and we do what we want. So
no rules.
could you? Yeah, you know what? You don't like it? Don't listen to the fucking show.
Yeah.
But you will listen,
Okay.
Daily. You will listen because you love us. Who? Oh man, I feel like D-Mart. What did I call?
Not
Whatever.
Very much.
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, wait, no, you
Exactly.
you
Jesus.
called a lot. I think actually.
Did
No,
I?
No, you called nothing.
Oh, good, because I'm gonna win the hand now that 4's out.
The
Good to
pot's
go.
only
Thanks.
2.7.
Yeah, couldn't have been that much. But yeah, back to that. Like, could you imagine if you were able to keep a cost way down, right? Let's just say, call it whatever you want. Let's call it a shot glass because you like to drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've
And
had one of those fucking
that wasn't
nonstop.
even brought up. I just literally made that up. Like that we didn't talk about those. That
No.
I'm just saying. Like, just say there was a 239 shot glass for $5. I'd buy it.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of us that like to, and that would be a way, you know, say it costs $3 to make one. Well, fuck, you sell it for $5, and there's
Yeah.
$2 toward the website. You know, whatever.
Well, and
Nothing crazy,
I,
and no one's trying to make, you know.
I would actually lean more that way than clothing. I mean, fucking A. I think at one point in time we even had panties in our fucking our other league just for the you know the wives of the group. But
Oh my God.
I think going in non-clothing routes would be ideal because that doesn't affect anybody. You know, you could buy it. I mean, say you do a fucking ashtray for God's sakes, right?
Yeah.
Who cares? You can have that ashtray anywhere. You know, it's not
Yep.
just gonna go in a closet and fucking sit there or whatever.
I just think the guys that, and I don't want to speak for them, but again, this is our show, so I guess I speak whatever I want. I just think these guys that run the place, I don't think they'll ever ask for a donation. Ever.
Oh God, no.
And they, you know, that's another great thing about these guys. They don't even want to hear about it, you know, and they have a core group of, like, you know, 3, 4, 5 guys, whatever it may be, that chip money in and make it all happen. And guys, we're not talking like crazy money. It doesn't cost thousands of dollars to run this place. It doesn't. So they take care of it, and they're more than happy to do so. You know, and in the future, there will be costs, and they're going to be small. But imagine if you were able to do something cool like that for the site. You know, fuck, man, give me a 239 shot glass. Give me a 239 hat. Fucking, I'll wear it everywhere. You know, it's just another cool thing. You know, and then an added bonus would be that, you know, the site gets paid for nothing, and nobody has to pay anything. It's basically free.
No. Well, and two.
But, again,
if that gets outside the league too, that might be a good thing too. Before we kept it all in house, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, shit, if you put that shit up on fucking eBay, even, you know, and just fucking merch it that way too. Not just.
Imagine if, like, random people, they didn't even know, they just liked the logo. They're like, oh,
Right.
it's a hockey stick with a palm tree. That's neat.
Right.
It's just some random. This is just some random dude in Idaho who buys it for no reason.
Fucking
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, just I
Well,
mean, you can get people from Florida buying the shit just you know if you put 239 on it just because of the fucking area code or some shit, you know.
yeah. Well, oh yeah, just food for thought, you know. Something that another just more shit brewing that people are coming up with ideas and stuff like that. So it's such a good time to be alive.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is one thing that killed me about some other leagues where you would you would go to the website and you see this big fucking block, donate here, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like I don't
Yeah,
see you
that's
guys
never
fucking
gonna happen
begging
here.
for that shit. You know, I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
that's what
that's
I've
never happening here.
is you're begging for it. You know what I mean?
Yep,
No,
I
that's a good
agree.
idea. What you guys are gonna, if you guys do it, I think it's a great idea. I mean, why wouldn't you want to take a shot, you know, and put it as, you know, with the shot glass and you beat a team? I don't know. It's just all kinds of stuff you can
And
do with
there's
all the merch, man.
and there's more to
It's
it.
for
You
$5.
know, we were going so in depth. We were going crazy with it for about an hour today. If you looked at our text log, you'd probably first of all throw us both in jail because we're fucking retarded when it comes to stuff like that. And
Yeah, I can only
I
imagine.
mean, we went on and on and on. And oh, what if you did this? What if you did this? Holy fuck! What if you did this? Holy shit! Imagine that people would go fucking nutty. I said,
Well, you
well,
guys
you
keep doing that.
That's usually how shit
You
like
guys
the
keep
belt
doing
happens,
that.
you know? Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. You
Yeah,
guys keep doing that, and it comes to reality. And I'm actually, it's nice to see. I had no idea fucking name would be on a belt twice. You know how cool that is? Like, I'm showing my friends back home, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, that's awesome, dude. Like,
You're gonna
so
have
I mean,
that
it's
too.
it's
Hell,
going places. Yeah, I know.
Going
It's
to
it's
you,
going places. So.
and then it's going to Sober, and
That-
then it's coming
Yeah.
back to me. Not well. I mean, probably because I'm gonna win it anyways. To be honest with you, but even if I don't win it, it's gotta come back to me so I can do more plating on it. So.
To be honest, when
yeah.
the whole belt
Either
idea
way.
came up when we first started talking about it, I was all gung ho about it. I was like, fuck yeah, you know. And then I was like, yeah, right, this is gonna fade out. You know, we're gonna be like, here's our idea. We're gonna do this, and then it gets shut down or something, and it wouldn't happen. Next thing you know, we got a goddamn belt. It's like, here you go.
Look.
You need the right people, you know. You need the right people in place. That, you know, people like to talk and talk, but you need people that go do, you know, into action. And it's nice to see. I mean, I've been around for like, you know, sober like 10 years, and you see these things happen. But this one's going quick. You know what I mean? Like, this is happening. Like, it's clicking, and it's good to see. So when I get that belt over here, that'll be nice. Put it on my shoulder. I'm a huge wrestling fan, so it already fits into their whole persona. So I'm pumped about it, and it's going to entice people. You watch season 8 or next year, the first season, people are going to be begging to be a captain, you know, because that's cool. They want to be a captain, and now they can get the belt. Not just about write-ups, not just about bragging rights, but you get your name on something now, and so I mean, you're going to have people lining up to say, "Oh, I want a captain, I want a captain, I want a captain." So that's good. That's good. You're
Well,
going to have.
You're gonna be part of the league history.
And that's
Yeah,
what
and I
said
mean,
too,
it's
Deemer.
not like begging people to captain anymore. They're going to want to do it.
Yep, they're gonna see that belt and go like it makes me want to be a captain again, regardless how this season went for me or whatever. But it's making me want to be a captain again, just seeing the fucking belt.
Well, if you're a captain sober, you can't trade yourself, right?
Yes, you can.
I already
That was
tried.
the
I'm just
thing.
kidding.
That was the thing.
I'm just kidding. Goofy J? Yeah, that was ridiculous. I can't even talk about that guy. I love him. He had a kid. God bless you, Goofy. Played 6 games for me last year, actually. Part-timer.
Should have had him to yourself.
Well,
But yeah, sober, you if you captain, I mean, you know what I mean? You got your name on it already, so I mean, it's nice. It's nice to, and eventually, I don't know, you're going to have so many plaques that you have to do something with them, but it's another thing, so.
Fuck it. We can
You
put
guys
a
ready to
newspaper on
see-
that shit? Fuck it.
You guys ready to see Falcor make a big mistake? Watch, he's doing it.
Hollywood
He's thinking
Hulk
way
Hogan.
too long. See him? Yeah. Oh, he just checked. He like listened. And he's like, check. Maybe
He wants to
sober.
go in
Someone's
a
gonna
lot.
make the mistake.
Someone
I
give him
know.
some money so he can buy a shirt.
It's terrible
Yeah,
looking. Oh, he folded. Insta fold.
Dude, last week, Hazel was like, "How much money do you got?" I go, "What do you start with?" Like, I had no fucking clue, because I don't even
3K.
think I don't even think I played all the way through the whatever the
Tutorial.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! I think we should sign off after this hand because I'm calling it. I'm gonna go play some fucking golf or hockey or something.
All right. Well, I gotta get a fucking group together for hockey, so or at least attempt to.
Okie doke. Well, I
Daniel
appreciate you guys
Martin's in
bringing me
here.
on the show. I
Yeah,
look
so
forward
guys,
to
next
hosting
week.
next week.
Yeah, next week, Daniel Martin and Sober. That's the team. They're gonna get the job done.
Fuck yeah! Better be drunk, T-Mart. God damn it.
Oh, you already told me you'll be drunk. It'll be good. And Yam, and this is a challenge for Yam and the boys. I said I think you're only going to get 4 points, so hopefully it sparks a little fire for you and you pick up like 8 or 10 and tell me to go fuck myself. So let's see what you can do.
Well, all right, guys. I'm signing
That's
off.
my challenge.
Thank you guys for checking in, and Yam, don't listen to D-Mark because I need to take like at least 4 or 5 points off you guys. So I need it.
Bubble.
Well, I said he's only putting up 4, so I mean, I said you'd probably get 5 out of him, so that's my prediction.
All right, everybody. See you next week.
All right, all. We'll see y'all next week. I won't, but D. Martin Sober will. Peace.